All right, welcome to Lab 6, where we're protecting against internal threats. And the idea here is that we're going to store back-end credentials within Apigee using key value maps or a key value map, and then basically populate the backend request with those values when we get an authenticated end user. So in this environment, we should have the proxies from the previous labs preloaded. As we can see, that's correct. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do the product update from the retail API, and we're going to add that authentication there, right? So in our proxy, this is going to be the update product by ID, right? And then we can just look for it here. And then we're going to add a policy here, which is going to be the key value map operation. And we're going to call it get credentials. So what this does is it gets credentials from the key value map of the environment that we're in. That's there. And now if you take a look at the definition here, we're just going to remove the default one and insert the one that we're given in the lab. So there's a map called products KVM, and we're going to take the backend ID and backend secret from that map and then assign them to the private.backend ID and private.backend secret variables. One thing here is this expiry time in seconds, 60. So that means that the KVM is only going to be accessed if it was the values are over 60 seconds old. So this is basically caching the values. All right. So let's also add a basic authentication header into the same endpoint. So what we're doing here is we're adding an authentication header, the name add auth header, and then we're going to edit that. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take the backend ID and backend secret, and we're going to encode those into the authorization header of the backend service. All right, so let's save this and then deploy it into the eval environment. And then let's go over to management of that environment and then add the key value map there. That was supposed to be called products KVM. And there we go. Okay, so then to populate the key value map, we actually need to use the API. So we're using an example.com domain name here. So the lab environment has got this test virtual machine pre-configured. So we will use that because it has all of the DNS and everything in place correctly, that it will work with our example. And the API has been deployed. now we're in our test VM. So then we're going to populate the KVM. So this is the products KVM, and we're going to put into their backend ID service account. Good. And then we're going to put in the backend secret. There we go. And now all we could do is take a look at all of the products in our database. So, oh yeah, I need to get the API key first. Let's do that. We could take the API key from the UI as well, but this just does it for us and puts it into a variable. So then we can list the products. So this is a get to products. And here you can see all of our products, right? So let's pick one product. Which one should we pick? Let's pick the first one, right? Oh, there's so many. What's the first one? 0, 0, blah, 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 P. Oh, I don't like the way that looks. They're so long. Here we have a simple one. 1, 0, 0, 4, 9, 1, 2. That's going to be a tire. Oh, this one's even shorter. Yeah, this is good. Turkish ribbed bath towels. Okay. So I'm going to put that ID into a variable, product ID. Okay. And then the rating was 99.99. So I'm going to change the rating to be something else. A new rating could be 10. Okay. So now if we do an echo on product ID, that works. And then on new rating, that one works as well. Cool. So let's try to update our product. Okay, so we're setting the API key here. We're putting a patch command onto the products with the product ID. And then we're going to set the overall rating to be our new rating. Let's see if this works. So back comes overall rating equals 10. So now if we list the products again, this one, right? Get everything. And then we're going to go back to our towels. It was. Too many products, right? It was like after the launch ones. In the beginning, yeah. We had some shorter ones. And here we have the Turkish ribbed bath towels, and they now have an overall rating of 10. Perfect. So it works.